2 out, nobody on. Here's Mabry. And the drive into right. Mabry thinking double. Dye comes up throwing good play. It's a 2-out single.
The Atlanta Braves don't really play John Mabry as a pull hitter. He hits the ball more to the big part of the field. Jermaine Dye has a long way to run to get to this ball. But once he gets a handle on it, Mabry has to hit the brakes because Dye has a great throwing arm.
You just can't take as many chances running the bases when you're trailing by 3 as you can in a tie game or a one-run game. One-run game, I think it's a good try for Mabry to try to make it. Not now with the Cards down by 3.
1 on, 2 out for Pagnozzi, and ball 1 from Nagel. You know, we talked earlier about the advantage that Tony La Russa had coming into this game with repeating with those 3 starters, Bennis, Stottlemyre, Osborne. Well, now Bobby Cox gets this effort out of Nagel. Maybe a chance to tie the series. Now he goes back to Smoltz, Maddox, Glavine.
Right. With the proper rest, too. Instead of working on 3 days rest, Bobby Cox, if Atlanta can win tonight, he will go with Smoltz tomorrow night, Maddox, and if there is a game 7, then Tommy Glavine.
Maddox the loser in game 2 in Atlanta. Gave up 8 runs, only 3 earned.
And Todd Stottlemyre will be working tomorrow night on only 3 days rest. Smoltz will have his normal 4.
1 on, 2 out here in the 7th inning. Pagnozzi at the plate, set up. 2-2. Pagnozzi with a career high 13 home runs during the regular season. A handful of them were dramatic for the Cardinals. 3-2 now, and Mabry, the runner at first, will take off. McMichael should be ready out the Braves bullpen. Pitch. We'll do it again. After Pagnozzi, it's Gallego. The Cardinals get something rolling. Gallego may be lifted for a pinch hitter. There's the Yankees score, 6-4, and they win the ALCS 4-1. Congratulations to NBC for their great coverage of the 5 games played in that series, and congratulations to the Yankees. All of us at Fox anxiously await the World Series, which we know now will involve New York and one of these 2 teams. Ozzie getting ready down near that batting tee in the Cardinal dugout. 3-2 to Pagnozzi, and another foul.
I think if Pagnozzi does get on, what Tony La Russa will do, I agree with you, Joe, I think Gallego will be pinch hit for by a right-handed pinch hitter trying to entice Bobby Cox to bring McMichael in so La Russa can use Ray Lankford, the left-hander.
1 on, 2 out. Mabry running. Ball 4 to Pagnozzi, and the tying run will walk to the plate. Gallego immediately called back. And Bobby Cox isn't even going to wait. He looks like he's going to go right to McMichael.
I think Bobby Cox should wait until Tony La Russa makes a move, and possibly you could have him waste a player in the process. If he brings up a right-handed pinch hitter, then you can bring in Ray Lankford, or I beg your pardon, you could bring in McMichael, and then La Russa will go to the left-hander, and in the process, waste the batter. But Bobby Cox, by making the move right away, is going to either have LaRussa go to Sweeney or Ray Lankford. Lankford with all that power.
So Cox hops out of the dugout immediately with a walk to Pagnazzi. Braves go to the bullpen. They lead by 3. Cardinals trying to rally in the bottom of the 7th inning. Let's check on the status of T.J. Matthews. Go down to Steve Lyons. Steve.
Thanks, Joe. I'm standing outside the Cardinals locker room right here. I just talked to Gene Gieselman, the head trainer of the Cardinals. He says that T.J. Matthews has a slight problem on the right side of his groin. Too early to tell if they're going to have to put him on the DL. He's day-to-day right now. Joe, back to you.
Thank you, Steve. Denny Nagel is gone. 2 on, 2 out. Nagel was fantastic. And now it's McMichael against a rookie, Dmitri Young. Ron Gant talking to Dmitri Young, trying to give him a quick cram session on how to face McMichael.
One changeup after another. That's what he told him.
That'd be a good report.
Yep. 2 on, 2 out. Rather patient, 2-0.
I think by not pinch hitting Ray Lankford right now, that's an indication of how that right shoulder is, or the left shoulder, I beg your pardon. Must be really bothering not only throwing, but swinging too.
2 on, 2 out, 2 on the count. 2-1.
And Young is not lunging out. He's not getting out in front of that changeup. He seems to be timing it up pretty good.
Pretty well hit. Over the head of Klesko. 2 runs are going to score. Young headed for 3rd. Safe with a triple.
The other way. Klesko, an effort. The ball hugs the wall. Young with good speed for a big man. I'll tell you, a good play right here was Chipper Jones. If Jones doesn't make this saving catch, McMichael, the pitcher, was backing up home and wouldn't have been able to get behind 3rd base, and possibly Young could have scored.
Now Alisea pinch hitting for Bennis. That is the first extra base hit in the career of Dmitri Young. He had 7 singles at the end of the season.
Couldn't have come at a better time for the Cardinals.
2-0 on Alisea.
That was a great at-bat by a young player. Normally they would be over-aggressive in that situation, but he laid off 3 tough changeups, got the high fastball out over the plate on the 2-1 count, and took care of it.
Now time called as Gene Gieselman is going to trot out and talk to Dmitri Young.
We mentioned it earlier. Gene Gieselman has been very busy the last 2 nights. In the stands yesterday, on the field tonight. T.J. Matthews and now Dmitri Young coming out. Keep in mind, he has no way to loosen up the legs before you pinch hit. There's no place to do any running. So you hit a triple and you're cold and you're tight. Easy to see how he could have pulled something.
You're right about Dmitri Young. For a big guy, he can run.
And the earth shakes when he hits 3rd base right there. Head first slide, dug a trench over there.
In with a 2-run triple, pinch hitting with 2 out of the 7th inning. It's a 1-run game. Tying run at 3rd, 2 out, and a 2-0 count on Alisea.
Mazzoni on the way out to the mound to talk to Greg McMichael. He may be telling him that it looks like these Cardinal hitters have a real good beat on that changeup. They know the scouting report on Greg McMichael. They've seen him in this series already. They've seen him during the regular season. He may be reminding him, don't forget your fastball.
Avery, the lefty, Pilecki, the right-hander, getting ready.
Earlier on the Dmitri Young triple, we talked about how Greg McMichael was behind home, backing up home, not third. Had Chipper Jones not come up with this ball, the ball perhaps would have gone in the Atlanta dugout, and Young would have been awarded home plate, and it's a tie ball game. Fine play by Chipper Jones to keep the ball in play.
This rally started with 2 out, a hit by Mabry, then the walk to Pagnozzi. Nagel was finished. Pinch hit, 2-run triple by Young. The walk to Alicea. Here's Clayton. After 5 in a row out of the strike zone, caught the outside corner, 1-1.
Bob, you said he may go back to the fastball, and that's what he threw 1-0 to Clayton.
Strike 2. That time Clayton out in front.
One thing you got to remember, if you're a catcher or pitcher in this situation, you got a dance route brung you. And that changeup is what he brung to the dance. And that's what Clayton gets on the 1-1 pitch.
Tough play. McMichael. Safe, and the game is tied.
Another changeup for McMichael. Clayton, a swing very similar to the one before, but this time hits it into fair territory. Uses that speed we've been talking about all night to beat it out.
That's what makes a guy like Clayton doubly dangerous with 2 outs and a runner on third. He can get the infield hit too, and he did.
Now McGee. He was anxious. Strike 1. High fives for Dmitri Young, who delivered with 2 out. His first big league extra base hit to make it a 1-run game, and he scores the tying run on the infield hit by Clayton. 2 on, 2 out. And strike 2 on McGee. So Denny Nagel, a 100-pitch night. Gets into the 7th inning, but will not get the win. 2 of the runs that have scored in this inning belong to Nagel. The tying run belongs to McMichael. 0-2 on McGee. McGriff. The race to the bag is won by McMichael. And the inning is over. But not before a 2-out rally scores 3. The rookie comes through. We're tied after 7.